Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Takes a little while for the, you know, it's weird. I don't know if there's a delay. I'll have to check it sometime, but you hit go live and then it takes a little while for it to actually catch up. Alright, so welcome back to our Yoshikiyo run. This is part 3, so this was a run that up until now I was pretty sure it was going to be impossible, right? Usually you just get rushed by Shingen. This is my 3rd attempt doing this run, so I've done 2 other attempts on the channel. I don't think they're added onto any playlist, but they're in there. If you scroll far enough, you will find it. This is the best attempt so far. So the plan is to overthrow the Takeda somehow. I don't know how, honestly, but we're already like a couple of years into the run, and that's the thing that I'm worried about. It's like I have to build up here as much as I can because I'm gonna start to fall behind all the other warlords. Like the guys who are able to sit around, like the Imagawa, for example, they're gonna start to pull ahead. In fact, let me check to see. I think we're about to fight Yoshimoto, right? Yoshimoto's making his way. Yeah, that's where I left it off. So I already dealt with the Takeda, but the Imagawa keep interfering. So this is the problem. I have to somehow beat this team up, this deadlock of Takeda and Imagawa. Luckily, the Takeda don't have the Hojo. If they had an alliance with the Hojo, then I don't think I'd be able to beat the Takeda ever. You know? Because then you're fighting all 3 powers. You're fighting Takeda, you're fighting Imagawa, and you're fighting Hojo. It just wouldn't happen. With just these 2, maybe I can get through and make up some ground. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see. I know this guy lives until like he's 70 years old, so I don't have to worry about the age or anything. We already got a fictional daughter. I forgot about that. Not only did he get a fictional daughter already, but she's pretty good. 72 Valor. Perturb is really good. Tactics is good. Like, all the stuff. She's got good traits. Solid stats. Oh yeah, that's right. We didn't just kill Shingen. We got her concubine. We got his concubine as well, which is pretty funny. Outside of that, there's just nobody in this force who really stands out. It's pretty much just Yoshikiyo. And then Kenshin, anytime that I get in trouble, Kenshin just fucking comes down and saves me. That's how I've been staying alive. So if I get into like serious trouble where it's like, oh shit, we could be collapsing, which has already happened a couple of times, then I'm pretty much just praying that Bisha Monsen comes down and bails me out. So the real danger in the run is like whenever Kenshin leaves to go campaign, that's when we're in trouble. As soon as he leaves, as soon as he goes somewhere, we're in the danger zone, you know? Because if we get attacked, it's like we can't depend on him at that point. So, also, I think I'm fighting the Uesugi, the true Uesugi, as Ikari calls them. I'm pretty sure they tried attacking me. I feel like they did. Yeah, though you recently were at war, they hold no grudge against you, so they dropped it somehow. I don't know why, but maybe we should get an alliance with them. I can try and give it a shot. I don't know. Don't have a lot of money. The thing about trying to build these alliances when you don't have any money is it just feels like an insane risk. Because if it doesn't work out, you're just out all that cash. Alright, so he's going to participate, right? This is not Kenshin. Who is this? Masayori. Okay, well, Masayori's going to have to do the heavy lifting. I mean, maybe we can beat him? I don't know. Can we get Komoro over here? 6 units. I need 6 units. Yoshimoto needs 1. 1 unit. More than 6. We're so weak right now. Look at the board. Look at the policy board. Just look at a policy board. That'll tell you all you need to know about a run. You know what I mean? The policy board sometimes tells you as much as looking at the fucking map does. It's crazy. Our policy board consists of 3 policies, and they're all basic policies. The system reforms, 1 and 2. That's it. We don't got nothing else. Oh my god. Good lord. Battle, sure. Why not? Take what we can get right now. Alright, maybe we'll get lucky and kill Yoshikiyo. Look, Yoshimoto. We killed Shingen. We could get Yoshimoto. I don't want to kill him, but he's not stopping. The guy keeps attacking. You know what I mean? He's forcing my hand, you know? What's up, Godarm? Yeah, imagine killing Yoshimoto. It could happen. Oh, hang on. I gotta heat up my coffee. I can't drink lukewarm coffee like this. Alright. We're properly equipped. Does anybody have Confuse? No, right? I don't think we have a single officer with Confuse, which is very different. This game is... It plays very differently when you don't have a guy on the battlefield that has Confuse. It just plays very different. What's up, Lucretia? Okay, let's see. We just gotta try to lure Yoshimoto. Okay, yeah, that's fine. No, 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 hold on. You're gonna have to be like cut him off right here. Creep up nice and easy. Here he comes. All right. We got him surrounded. Now we just gotta beat him down and hope for the best. This is really risky because, you know, the safer thing to do is to just take the camp and let my soldiers go back and rest in one piece. Instead, we're just throwing our soldiers, which are worth more than the Imagawa soldiers, I'll tell you that. My soldiers are worth a lot more to me than Yoshimoto's are to him. But the only way to slow down Imagawa is to kill Yoshimoto. He's just gonna keep coming to help out, what's his name? To help out Yoshinobu otherwise. You know what I mean? Like, he's never gonna stop deploying. We're just gonna have to pray for the RNG to hit. Come on. 3,000 soldiers, wow. He don't care about Takeda that much, does he? Alright, let's see, we could get a kill. Could happen. What's up, Kia? Well, for the romance games, I would play, do you play Romance 14? That's a loaded question, man. I would say if you're gonna play this game, if you have Awakening, just watch some of my tutorial videos. I've got some really short 10-minute tutorial videos on all the areas of the game so that you can level up a little bit. I would, you know, play on easy, just basic advice. If you're not already playing on easy, play on easy. Watch some of my tutorial videos on how to build up fast and everything. With the Three Kingdoms games, it's gonna depend on which game you have. I'll tell you this though, in my opinion, your energy's better put right now. If you have a choice between like Romance 13, 14, I would just set those to the side and wait for 8 to come out. And I would just play this game until then. Romance 14 is like a mess. It's fairly difficult to learn that game. Like fairly difficult to learn. You have to put a lot of time in. There's a lot of little nuances and stuff like that. I haven't played 13. I didn't like 13. I would just wait for 8 remake. Comes out next month in October. And yeah, for Awakening, I would just watch the videos that I've got. But my basic advice would just be, my quick advice would be always build 2 training grounds right away and make sure you're playing on easy. And try to play... If you're always getting beat up, I guess I would say try to play Nobunaga in the beginning. Play as the Oda in the beginning. Although, I would just watch my videos, do ×2 training grounds, and form an alliance with somebody. So pick a force, 2 training grounds, build 2 training grounds to get soldiers, and make an alliance, and then and then go from there. If you keep losing and losing and losing, then I would play as like the Oda or the Shimazu in this game. I don't really recommend it because when you play as like a force that's ridiculously stacked, you don't really learn the game either. You know what I mean? Like you may get the basics, or you may just kind of steamroll and not become familiar with why you're succeeding either. So it kind of depends on the person. So I don't know. It just depends. It just depends. We didn't even use the Usugi for that, and that's not great. It's tough because there aren't a lot of resources for the Three Kingdom games. 13 and 14, like that was before my time, like before I started uploading regularly and stuff. But yeah, I've got a video series. It's all the training stuff, like all the like 10-minute, 15-minute videos talking about the different facets of the game, how to build quickly and get off the ground quickly and stuff like that. What's up, Toby? Yeah, Romance 8 came out about 20 years ago. I think it was like 2003. 2003, 2002. What's up, Miguchi? Yeah, I think I saw it yesterday. You're just starting your shift? Yeah. See, even as far back as Romance 11, Kia, like you're saying, you have 11. Even as far back as Romance 11, you always double up on whatever gives you soldiers. Sometimes triple up, depending on your situation. It's just a basic rule of thumb in these games. You figure out what gives you soldiers, and you build 2 castles aggressively. Especially when you're first learning the game. So before you do anything, when you're jumping into one of these games, before you do anything, a solid rule is just ×2 whatever gives you soldiers, ×2, 1, 2, and an alliance. ×2 and an alliance with somebody, doesn't matter who. ×2 and an alliance, so you can stack up your soldiers, so you're not an easy target for the aggressive AI, okay? And you form the alliance, so there's a higher chance that you don't get backdoored when you go to attack, and so you don't get dogpiled if you're just sitting around figuring out what you're doing in the game. It applies to all of them. Almost any game, really. You just, right away, you load up on your military, and you make an alliance with somebody. And then, like Toby was saying, if you're losing a lot, then go with the Oda. When you're at your, you know what I mean? When you're at your end there with the game, you're beyond frustrated, then just play the Oda. You know, because you might learn that way. Same thing goes for the Three Kingdom games, you know. The Three Kingdom games, I always say, don't play as a Three Kingdom force in the beginning. Play as anybody but a Three Kingdom force in the beginning. And then if you're getting kicked around everywhere, left and right, if you're just struggling, then play as a Three Kingdom force. But it really depends on the person. Some people can play S tier, and it won't affect the way that they learn, They'll be able to fine-tune their game plan as they get better, and they'll be able to come down and experience the rest of the game. Some people learn S tier, and they can never get off of S tier once they're S tier. They'll learn S tier, they'll learn how to play the game, but because they're not tested, because it's all S tier all the time, anytime that they try to step out of that, they can't, they struggle. So they stay stuck in S tier. So you really have to figure out, like, you know what I mean, what works for you. You know what I mean? Me personally, I have to, like, I prefer to start with, like, near the bottom, and that way I have to learn the mechanics, or just die. I don't know who this guy is. Akimoto, I've never seen this guy, but we're sort of playing in unfamiliar territory. Assimilate tribe. Do I get an officer out of it? Probably not. No. No officer, no tribe. Alright, goodwill. It's tough too because the tutorials are not very good in this game. Like, in any of the games really, the tutorials are kind of messy. Ranch or temple? Do we have, let's see. We don't. Temple might be the way to go. If it comes down to a siege against the Takeda, laying siege to Yoshinobu, Temple might be the way to go. Do we have networking in this force? Does anybody have networking? Okay, nobody has networking. Alright, because I'd rather sit on the gold if it means I get a networking trigger, but since it's not going to happen, I'll search. I'm going to be covering Romance 8 Remake also, so I'm going to try to kick out tutorial videos for it fairly quickly. So if you do decide to get 8, definitely stop by on the channel and you'll see me start to put out the videos. I'll actually probably do that first, because I suspect there's going to be a lot of people trying to learn the game, you know what I mean? And I suspect that the tutorial is going to be a mess, as always. So... should be interesting. I'm going to do a blind playthrough, like a day of playthrough, when the game comes out. And then I'm also going to start putting out tutorials and shit at the same time. But I love experiencing like a brand new game like this, you know? Because you make so many mistakes, you get caught in so many situations. Alright, cool. We got somebody. 2 people already. He's sieged up here. What about this castle? 90 days? Can I have Bishamonsen help me attack? Marriage alliance. I can't do it. We just got her. You know what I mean? I can't do it. I thought about it. I can't do it. Can't just give away my daughter like that. She just showed up. What are we at? 10? Nah, let's focus on Kenshin. Kenshin first. No, do not make custom 99 characters. Do not do that. What the hell is this? Guys are quitting the force? Why? I don't think he liked my advice. Yeah, it's going to be really good. The relationship system is like a fleshed out system from 10. There's just going to be so much to that game. Because original 8, the thing about the Three Kingdom games is on the PlayStation 2, the Officer Play and the Ruler Play ones were basically 2 games combined into one. So there's just going to be endless depth in Romance 8. Endless depth. It's going to be like if you put 14 and 13 together and then add a whole game on top of that. You know? The amount of stuff that you can do is going to be crazy. So hopefully, if you've played the old games, you know what I mean. There's so many crazy things that you can do in the older games that you just can't do in the newer games because of the way that the systems are set up. Like, you guys will be shocked. When you start playing the game, you'll be shocked at what kind of stuff you do. Well, like, once you learn the system initially, and you start to experiment with it and see what kind of stuff you can do, what you can get away with in the game, you're going to be shocked. You're going to be like, holy shit. The amount of stuff that you can navigate in the system, the amount of crazy things that you can do. So hopefully Koei like actually pushes the game and it gets decent advertisement. That's the only thing, because they tend to kick out one game and immediately start pushing on to the next one. So hopefully they try to push Remake a little bit before they abandon it, you know? Alright, so we can ask Kenshin to help us attack. Not this castle, but this castle. It's not Kenshin himself. 2600. Who's that? This guy? It's probably this guy. Him again? He's not that good. Should we attack Yoshinobu? We gotta get the temple policy first. Alright, let's get the temple policy. I can't get anything else anyway. What about council board? I think I'm going to be putting a poll up in October to see, like, I'm going to come up with a couple of scenarios and then I'm going to let you guys vote to see what our first, one of our first series is going to be. So I just have so many dates in my fucking head for what to do for it. We got to do something, we got to do like a community thing too. Like, I haven't done anything like that, and I need to do something for it. So maybe for 8 I can do something. Temple donation, okay. Now we can get the siege bonus. Could I win a battle here though, realistically? Tough call. 2,000 gold for the ranch. He's heading out, so once again we're in the danger zone. Danger of being attacked. But there's nobody to attack, really. We gotta send the tribes first. That's what I'll do. Send the tribes first to clear the way. I only have 1, but still. Let's put the speed up. It's too slow. Yeah, a lot of this stuff can be fixed with an update, I agree. It's just they move too fast. They move way too quickly. They like put a game out and then they immediately start drumming up the next game. Like, they just go way too fast. Which makes me think that their development team, they have the same model for the development team. Small budget, overworked, small staff, crank out the game as best as you can, and then you have to move on to the next one. You know, it's a surprise that they even have updates. You know? Because their updates don't really fix anything. If you look, like for this game, their updates hardly did anything. There was just a few changes here and there. Which, again, I don't blame the team. I think it's time constraints. I think it's a time constraint thing. So they can barely address anything before they have to move on to the next game, and it sucks. Because it means they have to get it right on the first try. And they kind of remedied the situation with Romance 14 where they gave us a lot of sliders to edit the scenarios. And I think that's the way that you can fix a lot of this stuff. I mean, it sounds bad, but a lot of the ways to that Koei can help fix their games is to kind of do the Bethesda method and allow the players enough tools to kind of fix the game themselves. Allow the players to adjust the games themselves through the editing. But even for this game specifically, we're missing a lot of stuff that could have helped. We should have had a lot more options to edit a lot more things in this game. 4,300. Do I want to give them all to him? Yeah, I don't see why not. God, everybody's terrible. Yikes, okay. Actually, hold on. He doesn't have the food, right? No. Barely got enough. I'd rather have coercion, honestly. Alright. Let's get a temple donation policy to increase siege damage. Oh, I can't even afford it. Can I get a discount, maybe? Nope. No discount. Can't afford it because of goodwill. What's this rumor? Sukemasa? Sukemasa's unhappy? We don't have the money. Shit. We gotta get... I can't hit it. I can't hit that. Do I have any treasure? Fuck, dude. I can't get Sukemasa. How much do I need again? Let's see if the suggestion's there next month. The month's about to roll over. Alright. If I could get Sukemasa, I'd have an actual second leader on this force. That would be huge for me. That would be incredible. Alright, we're gonna march down towards the Takeda. First time. First time? I was playing Taishi Phantom? What do you mean, bro? You have no evidence. You can't prove I played Taishi. You got nothing. Rumors and hearsay. Wild speculation. Okay, 90 days, so you've got to show up last, because that's all you got, it's 90. What's the HP of the 2500? That's the only thing that is very strange, very thin silver lining, that's weak about Shingen's capital. The very weird, okay, I don't know if there's a historical reason, whatever. The HP of Shingen's capital is always very low. It's always been very low. Shingen's castle does not have, like... It's just not like other capitals. The HP is... The threshold is always low in, like, every game. I don't know if it gets better when Katsuyori takes over and he changes the name. But it's always very, very low. 25 is really fucking low. It's like, I don't know if it's because it's suicide to attack Shingen, so they're like, who? I don't know if the devs are like, who the hell's gonna attack Shingen in this game, you know? That would be me. It's the worst force ever. Maybe I should have waited for Sukemasa, huh? Sukemasa is kind of a fucking siege expert. Yes, yes. Gather your legions. Let the month roll over. Oh my god, not us. Don't do it. Stay right there. Oh, right through the center. Right through the center. God. Did we get hit? I thought we got hit. The Imagawa and the Takeda have what? Extended their alliance? Of course they have. Of course they have. I would expect nothing less. They have agreed... What the hell? Okay. They've agreed to continue to torture Yoshikiyo. Baba's defending the outside of the castle, the perimeter, that's fine. Alright, can we still call Kenshin? I kind of want to call Kenshin to attack another castle. Kenshin, can you go up to the north and get me some of those Tozawa steeds? No. Oh, the Tozawa are gone. Oh shit, okay. He's owning the map right now. Why aren't you guys moving? Let's go. We don't got supplies forever, people. That's how we're gonna lose. That's how we lose. Not enough supplies. Oh man, we're going for it. We're gonna put the run on the line. Might as well, you know what I mean? Might as well. Alright, I'm gonna have to beat down Baba. There wasn't enough freedom in 13, Maguchi. Are you serious? 13 was like half of what the old games were in terms of officer freedom. When you play 8, I talked about this in my impression stream, right? But when you play Romance 8 Remake, you're going to be able to play as like a Ronin if you want, like a mercenary for hire. You will be able to build your own mercenary company, and you'll be able to just wander the land with your mercenaries, helping people, pillaging lords, enlisting in lords' armies. You'll be able to, like, if you're a mercenary company and you're in Cao Cao's territory, this is how it was in the old game, right? You could sign up with Cao Cao's army if it was going to war with Lu Bu, and you could join his effort, and you could participate in the battle. And it would increase your reputation and your relationship with Cao Cao, and he would also pay out your troops. And you would build up bonds with Cao Cao's officers. That means that over time, you could try to convince Cao Cao's officers to leave to join your mercenary band. And when you got tired of that, you could lay siege to a castle that was occupied by another lord, or you could settle in a free city and form your own force. There was a lot of crazy shit that you could do in that game. It was just a matter of learning the system. Once you learn the system, and then it's just a matter of what you can think up. You know what I mean? And how good you are at navigating systems to make what you want happen. 13 was very restricting. It was very, like, watered down. Very, very watered down version of that. I'm really looking forward to coalitions, you know? That's what I'm looking forward to in 8. I can't wait to play and have half of the map fight me in one battle. That's gonna be peak for me. I can't wait to have like half of the map battle me, and we're just up against it, fighting Liu Bei and Ma Teng's forces and Cao Cao's forces all in one battle. That's gonna be great. The HP stays the same? Oh, okay, so just the name changes? That's another missed opportunity, but you guys know that you can tell when you play this game that they didn't have a chance to flesh out the events. Like, you can tell right away, like, they just... This game was probably half finished. And it's pretty good. It's a really good game. But it's half finished. I don't think Baba is gonna come to us, so we're gonna have to go to him. He's patrolling a little bit. Yeah, the diplomacy is good in 8. The best part that I like about the diplomacy in original 8 is that it was broken, but broken in a good way. Broken in the sense that you as a player have near unlimited options with how you handle approach diplomacy in Romance 8. So one of my favorite things to do in Romance 8 was to you know, roleplay. Basically role-playing as the central banks of the world. That was one of my favorite playthroughs. So I would just pick like Tao Qian or somebody, a financer type, and I would just make a ton of money. And I would just finance all the wars that were happening on the map. You know, so I was just pulling the strings. Puppet Master. Because one of the things that you can gift in original Romance 8, believe it or not, is soldiers. So I could be like, you know, Liu Bei is losing the war against Cao Cao. I'm going to send them 50,000 soldiers. And you could just gift 50,000 soldiers. Here you go. Go fight Cao Cao. Go contain him. You know? Then you could say, alright, Liu Bei's been too successful. Let's take him down a peg. Let's remind him how he got where he is. We're going to finance that Yuan Shu fellow and send him against Liu Bei. And you could send money, items, gold, troops, everything. Everything was on the table in that game. So I really like the diplomacy system. I like diplomacy systems that are open like that. You just, what do you want to do in the game? You know what I mean? I also like the reputation system, you know? If you're like a ruler who executes too many people, like if you're always executing and stuff, then the game would start, you would start taking on like a notorious reputation. So it would be harder for people to join you, and it would affect your diplomacy. You know, you would become like a Dong Zhuo type, a pariah among your peers, basically. So there's a lot of little things that are, that were baked into the diplomacy in 8. What did you try to do? Damage? Does he nullify damage? Nullifies damage and confusion. Wow. Incredible. Alright, I'm gonna get a breather here. Somebody else take over. It's coming out in October 20th or October 22nd, something like that. The Friday, that Friday. 3rd week of October. What I'm going to try to do, if I can get off of work, because I think it's going to be a Friday, I'm going to try to do a stream every day. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm going to pick a run. We'll do a live stream run Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And start working on tutorial videos for it. Because again, you have to assume that a lot of the stuff's just not going to be covered, so you're going to have to really get in there and try to figure out what you can do with the game. I'm looking forward to comparing it. That's what's going to be going on in the back of my mind, comparing it to the OG Because I still feel like you have a new team, so there's probably going to be stuff that they're going to abandon. Because it's been 20 years, so the new guys aren't necessarily... They're just not going to know how the old guys made a game from 20 years ago run. So I feel like because Koei's development time is so compressed, whenever they run into a problem... This is just a guess. But my guess is that anytime that they ran into a problem with something during development, bringing it up to date, they probably just cut it. So there's going to be stuff that's probably going to be cut. Hopefully it's not a lot, but there's probably going to be a lot of little things that are going to be missing. You know, like 5% is my guess. But it could be really important stuff. Who knows? We don't have the supplies. And he put strongholds here to slow me down. Alright. Gotta get out of here. Let me get him out. Do I like the idea? Yeah, do I like the idea? Yeah, I won't do it myself. Like I've done it a little bit in Romance 14 because of the later Three Kingdoms scenarios. There's no officers. The map is pretty much barren. If you play like Fall of Shu, the map is barren. Because Koei doesn't, just like Osaka in this game, it's effectively a dead scenario. There's not enough officers on the map because Koei doesn't make any, you know, they figure we're only going to use one date around Osaka, so we don't have to make a ton of, they're not going to make a ton of officers for it. So that's when I try to like step in and make some people. But that's about it. I think it needs to be in the game though. Like the option needs to be there, right? Like, if you want to make your own events, that should already be in the game. Officers should be in, you know, stuff like that. You can't just cut it, you know? We'll see what the new game brings, what Romance 8 brings, in terms of the creator. I did like playing, I did like making officers occasionally in old school Romance 8 because when you made an officer in old school Romance 8, you'd have to pick an archetype and then the game would roll your stats. Your stat caps would be rolled, they would be generated. You know, so like you're playing a Dungeons and Dragons character, let's say you're making a D&D character, you have to roll to see what your stats are going to be, your maximums and everything. So with Romance 8, it followed the system like that, where you had a hard cap. So if you picked the warrior type, it would generate your stats, and it would say you have, you know, your maximum war is an 82, your intelligence is a 54. You have 50, you know, you have 130 points. How do you want to spend them? And then you spend them. So I like that. I like having a hard cap. I don't think that works nowadays. I think you just need to have it 99.99, like Lucretia was saying. Because some people just want to roll, you know what I mean? Sometimes you just want to destroy everything in front of you. So I think you need to... I don't think that works anymore. But I liked it. It introduced a little bit of a sense of realism, you know? Or it's like your guy can't be 100% perfect at everything. If you wanted to raise your stats, then you have to go and actually train in the game, you know? Original Romance 8, you could train, and if you built up enough of a relationship with another officer, you can have them, you can train under him and get a multiplier to your training efforts. Not only could you get a multiplier, but you could learn special abilities from an officer who you had a close enough bond with, if you sparred with them enough. So, if you were like training under Zhang Jiao, you could learn magic from him. For example, you know, he could pass on the teachings of the Yellow Turbans to you, which was kind of cool. That was always a kind of cool thing to do. is to pick a Ronin and then study under Zhang Jiao in 184, and then try to carry on the rebellion after he dies. You know, learning magic and all that shit, trying to help them. There's a lot of, you know, there's a lot of possibilities with the officer play in the older games. So it's near endless replay value. I'd still be playing my Romance 8 and Romance 9 if I had like one of those what's it called, CRTVs? But I don't have those anymore. I thought I had 2 in storage, and I guess I gave them away or something, but they're gone. Because I was looking for them like last year. I was like, where the fuck are those CRTVs? Because I wanted to record some gameplay of the older games. Just to show everybody like what the peak was like, you know? If you haven't played the older stuff, you need to see how crazy Koei games used to be. I remember I would play as like Han Fu. I would conquer the North. I would conquer the North as Han Fu in Romance 9. I would conquer the North. Me and my buddy would play Hot Seat. He would play as Liu Bei, I'd play as Han Fu. We'd conquer the North. And then I would get on a boat. I'd get all my forces together. And I'd just migrate all the way to the south. And if I had ran low on supplies, he would just send me supplies. But I would migrate my forces all the way to the south. And then I'd rebuild a new kingdom in the south while he took over the north. He expanded across the north with Liu Bei's little kingdom. And then we'd fight it out. You know, late game, we'd fight it out. But there was a lot of, like, there was no restrictions in the old games. I'm telling you. You could sail from the corner of the map, from where Gongsun-Du is at, all the way from the northeastern corner of Gongsun-Du. You could sail. You could get on a boat and sail all the way down to where Sun Ce is, and invade Wu, all the way from fucking up there. It was crazy. You could expand. It's like funding an expedition is almost what it felt like. It felt like colonizing, you know. You could just do like make a little colony and send it and be like, all right, it's gonna take you 8 months to get there. Good luck. Hope you don't run out of food, you know. Like the stuff that you could do is just. It was just bonkers, man. That's another thing I'm looking forward to seeing is how they handle the sea zones in the game. Because the effort's been kind of lackluster in these last couple games. It's been very bare bones. I almost feel like they don't want to deal with fleshing out the ocean in the games. They don't. It almost feels like they don't want to deal with it anymore. It's too much to program or something. What's up, Ikari? The roleplay system sounds cool, but only if it's optional. You're talking about 8 and you're talking about an 8-beat? Yeah, absolutely. Can't you use an emulator? I mean, I can try, man, but my laptop, I think I gotta upgrade my laptop. It's like 6 years old, you know what I mean? The battle system in 8, it wasn't like either of those games. The battle system in 8 is more like... I don't know. It wasn't like either of those games. You go to a separate map. It's kind of like this game. You go to a separate map when you go to 8. The battle system is really fucking cool. This battle system for this game feels like it was supposed to have more stuff in it, and the stuff would have been what we're going to see in 8. So Romance 8 starts with a War Council meeting. When you go to battle, you go to the battle map. Your advisors, your lead advisor has a battle plan, like Taishi, right? Think of like Taishi. Not that I would know Taishi, because I don't play Taishi. But think about Taishi. So, the battle system has a map, and you have an advisor that you have to assign. Whoever you assign in charge of the campaign, he's going to propose a plan. That guy proposes a plan, and he also has points that he can spend for strategy. So you can invest in an overall plan. If you achieve your overall plan, you get a huge boost to your morale. If you fail to execute your plan in Romance 8, your morale crumbles. It just takes a huge penalty. Now, it's not unwinnable, but you take a huge penalty. Your plan also has a positive effect and a negative effect when you use it. So you have to consider the plan, the advisor. If you're on the defensive side, you can lay traps. That's another thing. So when you call your war council meeting, the smarter your advisor is, and depending on the type of advisor, he's going to suggest different plans. Different traps, I mean. And you're going to be able to lay more traps. So if you're fighting against Suge Liang, he's going to have fire fucking traps all over the place, just like Suge Liang would in real life. He's going to have fire traps everywhere. He's going to have traps in the water. He's going to have rock slides when you pass by the mountains. Because his genius intellect, he's going to have so many points to spend. It's crazy. That's just a preface. You also have guys who make suggestions. Your regular officers will make suggestions. Depending on whose suggestion you take, you'll get a relationship bonus. So sometimes it's cool to just pick a guy and just always, you know, what's the word? Nepotism. It's to just show straight nepotism and just always go with the one guy to build up your relationship. You'll get a relationship bonus with him, and his unit will get a morale boost because the soldiers, you know, it's like the soldiers get excited because their commander's plan was adopted. So there is a whole pre-game before you even start the battle. This game was supposed to have that. You can tell that it was supposed to have it because it has war council, just like it has weather, but there's no direct reference to weather. You know, unlike in Taishi, it'll tell you what the weather does. Muskets don't work, cavalry, vision is limited. Again, I don't play Taishi, this is just what I've heard. So, in this game, there's a weather icon, but it doesn't do anything. There's a war council, but it doesn't do anything. It's not fleshed out, there's nothing to it. It's unfinished. You can tell that it's unfinished. So when we get 8, you guys will see. Because I've already seen it in the screenshots, so on this point we don't have to speculate. Like, it's in the screenshots, you can see the traps and the pre-war phase, all that stuff. So it's cool. My only concern is that if it's too much, if it's more about tactics than strategy, that's my only problem. Because I prefer games that have a little bit more on-the-fly strategy, adaptability, and a little bit less about tactics. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. Like in Romance 14, my main gripe with that is it was too difficult to create situations. It was too difficult to make things happen because it's so rigid. It was so rigid in its structure, you know? So me personally, when I play these games and I go to war, I don't want 100% certainty. I want like 30% certainty. That's where I want my line. Where it's like, we have a plan, but it can go wrong. I want the fortunes of war to be reflected in the game. Somehow. I don't want to march with absolute certainty that I'm going to win. I don't like that. I absolutely hate that. It feels very, I don't know, very video gamey. Very gamey. Too gamey for me. That's kind of what I like about Crusader Kings. Sometimes you'll go to battle in Crusader Kings and your top general will just die in the beginning. You'll be raising this top general and structuring him, giving him the best of everything, and then he'll just die. It'll be like, oh, he fought in the duel and he died. You know? It's like, oh, okay. There goes that. You know? Yeah, Nicholas, I don't know if you saw the trailer, Nicholas, but it looks like they're taking the best pieces of 10 and putting it in 8. 8 looks like, with 8, what it looks like is they're taking the best of the officer and the officer entries, officer ruler entries. So 10 and 7 and 8, and they're putting them all together because the debate system in the latest trailer is lifted from 10. The dueling system's lifted from 10. So that tells me that they're grabbing the best. 8 is going to be like a greatest hits of ruler officer play. So I don't think we're going to get a 10 remaster, honestly. I think 8 is going to be it. I think we're going to get one more romance remaster that's going to focus on the best of ruler play. So 11 and 9. And I think that's going to be it. Hopefully we get a Nobunaga's Ambition. We get an either Iron Triangle or Rise to Power. That's what we need right now. We need one of those. I don't know why Koei doesn't do it. It's literally, I mean, it would print money, man. It would print money. I know they're very anti-whatever, or they used to be very anti-remakes, and we don't need to make remakes, and we don't care about the old fans. I get that, but look at them now, you know what I mean? They're remaking 8. Dynasty Warriors Origins has a director from Dynasty Warriors 4 and 5, so they're bringing back the old director that they kind of ran off. They're bringing him back. So you're basically admitting that your modern stuff has failed. You're admitting it, is what you're doing. You've admitted it. It's not as good. It's failed. You're going back to the stuff that worked. You know what I mean? So let's get an Iron Triangle Rise to Power. Let's get one of those. Or put them together. I don't care. Rise of the Triangle. There you go. Boom. $60. Take my money. No questions asked. Just like this game. Romance 8 Remake is a take my money situation. That's a game that you just buy. Don't worry about it. Don't think about it too much. It's built on a past product. So you know what I mean? You can look at 8, and if you liked 8, you're gonna fucking love Remake. That's it. Especially because they're taking so many concepts of the old stuff. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to get through here because I don't have the supply line. Maybe we've got to go to Takano Castle. Maybe that's got to be the target. Because you saw me run down here run out of supplies, so let's try something else. 3 months, so we've got to renew it then. Shit. Alright. You can't send help? Come on, bro. You had help. Alright. We need supplies. Every March is killing me with the supplies. Like, the supply demand, it's just... This region, again, if you're not playing as Shingen... If you're not playing as Takeda in this region, you are suffering. It's such a poor region. Sukemasa's not coming over, huh? That didn't work. Yeah, it didn't work. Was it 2 hours ago? I thought it was last night. Is there a new trailer? Maybe I'm thinking of a different trailer, Nicholas. But yeah, you'll see a debate happen between Liu Bei and Cao Cao at the end. That's what I'm talking about. When you see that debate, it's gonna immediately remind you of Romance 10. It's the debate system for Romance 10. They pretty much just brought it over. And it's the same thing with the duels, except the duels look dynamic as fuck, dude. The duels look dynamic. They showed a part in the duel where, like, they're about to swing, and then I think it was Zhang Fei or Ma Chao. He just dips back. His back bends back like Neo in the Matrix. He just dips back like that, and he fucking avoids the hit. And then he comes up and he scores a critical hit, and you see the other guy's numbers go red. So it was like he got wounded or something. So they made the duels like really more dynamic, you know. They were pretty good in 14. But they gave them more attention this time. And you can choose your commands. A lot of people didn't like not being able to choose your commands in duels, so now you can choose your commands. So it's going to be like Romance 10, the dueling system. That's my guess. Which 8 had a similar dueling system, but I think 10's was the best of both worlds. The dueling system was the best in 10 if you liked using commands, and it was the best in for debating. For both games. Did we get temple donation? Alright, let's get it finally. I need the siege help. Like, I desperately need the siege help, so I have to get that. We also need supplies. I don't know why he's building an arrow tower. Oh, I do know why. Okay, never mind. Let's do march. Supply station, trading town, training grounds. Okay. Alright. I don't think I need this arrow tower. We're allied with Kenshin. Yeah, we don't need an arrow tower anymore. Let's do... Gotta do an irrigation canal. Yeah, Dynasty Warriors 9 I skipped it. I never played it, but I saw the videos of it, and then my buddies talked about it, and I was like, yeah, it sounds like they're just trying to do a bare bones open world game. That's how it looked to me. You can't just do bare bones open world. Like, people are already burnt out on like Ubisoft shit, recent Ubisoft shit. So we're kind of wary, right? Like, if you're somebody who plays a lot of open world, you're kind of wary already at this point of like big open but empty boxes. You already kind of know what's up when you see that. You know, your guard is up, so yeah, you look at Dynasty Warriors 9 and it was like, yeah, it kind of like looked, to me it kind of looked like that. And I was like, this is a bare bones effort to do open world because that's how it looks. Number two, it's Koei, so you have to assume that, you just have to assume it's Koei. The only reason I'm so hyped about 8 Remake is because it's based on an old game, you know? That's the only reason, is because I'm like, I literally have the proof of concept over there. I have the proof of concept. So as long as they're putting, if they just do a paint job on it, it's already a 9 out of 10 compared to modern games. It's already a 9 out of 10. So I'm like, you guys can't fuck this up, you know? I'm not saying there's not going to be problems. There's probably going to be problems. There's probably going to be new problems. But you can't fuck it up. Why'd you tell me? Don't even tell me that there's summoning more soldiers. I don't need to know. I don't need to know at all that they're getting more soldiers. No Kenshin to bail me out. This is the first time. So we're in danger. Big trouble. Yeah, Remake's gonna be good, Mark. I wouldn't play Original 8, Kia. I wouldn't play Original 8. The battle system is really slow. I would not play it. Unless you're gonna simulate your battles. If you're gonna simulate your battles, I guess. But I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not 20 years ago, you know what I mean? The battle system was bad, was too slow then. It was too slow back then, and it's really slow now. So I wouldn't play Original 8. We might have to split. Yeah, we're probably gonna have to split the unit. Whew. Yeah, as hyped as I am about the 8 remake, the reason that I'm hyped is because one of the very first things that they said in the trailer was that they made the battle system faster. So if the battle system wasn't faster, I wouldn't play it. I'm gonna be honest with you. Back when 8 came out, when original 8 came out, they were making the transition to 3D sprites, and so that caused the PlayStation 2 to kind of chug along on the battles. So they took way too long. Took way too long to do a battle in 8. Like, if you try to do anti-Dongjuo Coalition, you could fight the battle on the map, and it would take you like 50 minutes to do that battle. Or an hour. Sometimes longer, you know? It was insane. Where am I at? Okay, I'm almost here. So one of the reasons I'm hyped is because they fixed that. Like the very first trailer for the game, one of the little quotes on the bottom says, renovated or reignited and faster battle system. It says faster battle system. That's what I was looking for. Faster battle system. That's literally what they said. So they knew. Somebody there knew or remembered like that their battle system was way too fucking slow back then. Imagine now. Imagine now if you expected people to take an hour and a half to do the most trivial battles. Also, I don't remember you being able to kill officers in 8. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. If somebody's played OG 8, could you kill officers in battle? I don't really remember that part. I feel like that wasn't a thing. But I don't know. I know it was a thing in 7. What? Oh, okay. Alright, that was confusing. Alright, let's do this. Yoshimoto's not here, right? Ooh. Cutting it close. If Yoshimoto was here, we'd be in trouble. If I could have gotten Kenshin to help me, I would have fought them both, but... No Kenshin, I gotta do them one at a time. I don't think so, Beat. I don't think Honganji does. That's why I haven't played as Honganji. That's why I don't play as Honganji and I don't play as Shimazu. Because it's just, every game is the same. Musket spam, you know? What's up, Modish? Yeah, they were both failures, yeah. I did not like Samurai Warriors 5, and... I didn't play Dynasty Warriors 9. I played the demo of Samurai Warriors 5, and I did not like it. It was not good. I didn't like the time going back and starting from the beginning. It just felt like, oh, okay, so you're going to start from Nobunaga so that you can milk us for another 10 years, re-adding the cast that you completely gutted. You know what I mean? Yeah, I didn't like that. I'm also a little worried about Origins, you know? I'm a little bit worried about Origins. As excited as I am about the new producer coming back, I'm a little bit worried about him trying to make the game too focused on realism. You know what I mean? Which is strange to say because we're talking about a Dynasty Warriors title. You're still going to kill thousands of peons, but I'm talking about the artistic look to the game. I'm worried that he's going to go lean a little bit too much into gray, dulcet tones, dreary battlefields, and all that stuff. The characters are going to be focused more on realism, and they're going to ditch the tongue-in-cheek almost goofiness to some of the character designs. And that doesn't work for Dynasty Warriors. You know what I mean? Because it's based on the Three Kingdoms, and the Three Kingdoms novelization, the characters are larger than life, so you have to have that. Your characters have to be larger than life, not just in the sense that you're killing everybody like a Marvel character, that you're unstoppable like a superhero or like Thanos. They have to be like, their personalities, their designs have to be a little bit exaggerated. to fit the theme. So if you make it too dreary, too like hyper realistic, it's not going to hit the same. And people will, I promise you, people will complain as soon as it comes out. People will say, yeah, but I miss my old character. My old character used to look like this, and now he's kind of muted. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of new games have this very sterile, clean look to them. And it's not good. And it's really not going to be good for something that's based on Three Kingdoms. You know? Focus more on the novelization and less on the history. You know, it's the novelization that brings in the fans. It's not the historical aspect of it. The historical aspect helps, and it wouldn't be possible to have the novelization, but it's how do you say the word, eccentricities? The eccentricities of the novelization, that's what draws people in. You know, all the ridiculous, over-the-top shit that everyone talks about all the time. That's not really history, it's part of the novel, you know? So the characters have to reflect that, in my opinion. They can't be too, everyone can't be too serious, you know what I mean? Yeah, I just didn't like 5's time jump and everything. Them jumping back and shit was... Yeah, Charlie, you're right. They're just monks with guns, yeah. I mean, you need more... I guess you need more factions that have muskets, honestly, right? I guess that's just a thing, so... I just get kind of burnt out on it. You know, it's not my play style. That's a tribe unit up there, right? Okay, so we can get him down. Get him down from there. You dare? Level 10 cavalry. Wow. Yoshinobu's got Katsuyori stats right here. See if we can, let's see if we can get him the... Oh, no. Nope. Okay. Speaking of Takeda, I've got my Takeda video, so that run's going to continue tomorrow, so I'm going to upload that tomorrow morning. Shingen's passed away in that, Katsuyori's taken over, and, well, it's not off to a good start, so I don't want to spoil it, but it's not off to a good start. Katsuyori's very much sticking to his real-life counterpart. So, that's gonna be uploaded tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that. I'm gonna try to upload that in the morning. Come on, Yoshinobu. Quit running. We gotta get this tribe out of here. Oh, okay. Oh man, that's gonna hurt. Yeah, it's gonna hurt. Oh! Ooh, hang on. I'm gonna sacrifice him. Oh, I can't. Damn it. I was trying to keep him back. We gotta capture this and then cut off the Takeda. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, you're in trouble now. You know what? Send this guy. That's fine. Hold him. Oh my god, is he really gonna break through? I'm gonna go for the camp to see if he'll come back into the boulders. Well, he's escaped the encirclement, now what? Can we get him to come back up here? Oh! Oh, you fucked up. Can we hit him? Yes, we can. The Sunjian treatment. The old Sunjian special. Hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. Everybody back off here. Here, you can fire down. Arrows and boulders. This is how Sunjian went out. Yeah, those look like balanced triggers, didn't they, Ikari? Super balanced. Nothing wrong with them. 10 out of 10. You know, the AI just always has the perfect answer sometimes. It's just how it is. Alright, here comes the kill. Literally. Let's hope. One soldier left, Yoshikiyo. Come on! Oh. Yeah. We killed some nobody. Who cares? We got the tiger. We wanted the cub. Yeah, crushed to death by boulders. Oldest trick in the book. Literally. Sun Jian died in 194 AD. It's like literally a 1,000-year-old trick at this point. Yeah, them reducing the scope of the game, Miguchi, in my opinion, because you can't know. But I think it was just a way of them to justify cutting the roster so that then they can parcel out. So you can then reintroduce all the characters and parcel them out to a new generation and milk that new generation for 10, 15 years. That's why I think they cut everything. They cut so many people. They restarted with Nobunaga because then you can sell it to a new group of people. Because if you were growing up with Dynasty Warriors, if Dynasty Warriors 4 and 5, for example, or Samurai Warriors 1 and 2 were coming out in 2004, 2005, you were like 9 years old. So you might have missed that stuff. Now you're in your 20s, you have disposable income, so these things are cyclical. So they rotate to get the older guys out. They don't care about the older guys. They restart to get the new crop in. So I think that's why they did that. It's like, but the problem with that is that if you don't go hard, bro, if you don't go hard on your new jumping on point, You lose everybody. You don't get any new people, and your old people leave. I don't know why they started over. Nobunaga's design was fine the way that it was, bro. His edgelord design was perfect. Alright. Maybe we can bag us Yoshimoto? That's Yoshimoto. Yeah, okay. Why is he not the commander? Alright. Yeah, that was a Takeda moment. Coming back and literally running into boulders, that was a Takeda moment. Alright, let me see. Yoshimoto's got 10k, this guy's got 888. So, once again, we will try to take out Yoshimoto. I feel like I'm due. Yoshimoto's the one who's due, actually. Hopefully we have enough left. So we'll route them here. And then I'm going to call Kenshin to see if we can lay siege to that castle. Masakage's castle. And take away 2 more of the Takeda's castles. My only concern with taking the Takeda castles in the west is that it might bring me into conflict with Minnow. That's the thing I'm worried about, is if I get Dosen's attention. Okay. Will he cross? Yes, he did. Come on, let's go, let's go. Cut him off. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Alright, too late. Too late, Yoshimoto. Trapped. Tokaido's best. Oh yeah, but I am trying to figure out Taishi. So, we might see another Taishi stream. If anybody wants to see it, I mean, you know what I mean? It's not awakening, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Are we gonna get this guy? Yep, alright, so... Come on, come on, come on. Oh, that's right. Yoshimoto quits pretty early. I forgot about that. Alright, this is it, Yoshikiyo. This is your moment. We can stop the Imagawa right here. Oh my god. It's like he spent all his good luck on Shingen. You think so, beat Dolson? Yeah. You know what I want to do with this run ultimately? So what I'd like to do is I'd like to get a lot of Shingen's old guard. A lot of the old guys that are working for the Takeda that are still around right now. Let me show you who I'm talking about. I'm talking about Kanzuke Yamamoto. I never get to use this guy. Okay? This is a guy who I think dies during one of the battles of Kawanakajima. I'd like to get him on the force. This guy on the force. This guy served Nobutora really more, right? Nobukata, yeah. I'd like to get these two guys on my force. This guy, Toramasa, I'd like to get him on the force. So I'd like to get a lot of these older guys that are not around by the time that Nagashino happens. A lot of Nobutora's guys, I guess. This guy, Torayasu, this is another guy who dies fighting Yoshikiyo. So I'd like to get these older, old guard guys on my force. Toratane, another guy that I never get to use. So that's my goal with this run. I'd like to wipe out the Takeda and get some of these older guys on my team moving forward. Just a lot of guys that are just kind of overshadowed by the big four of Takeda. You know what I mean? Because they've passed on by the time Shingen's like at full power. They've already kind of passed on for whatever reason. Like you have these guys, these are pretty much the big four right here. But before them you have basically another big four, which is Kanzuke, Nobutaka, Toramasa, and then this guy, Torayasu. So, oh, and Toratane. So 5 guys. So there's a couple of these guys I'd like to get. That's why I kind of want to wipe out the Takeda, because I was thinking we could just make peace, but it's like, for what? Like, and when I was looking at their officers, it's like, yeah, they've got some interesting guys that I just never get to fucking use. Because they're usually dead or just, you know, they're stuck in Takeda. So I'd like to lay siege to this castle, Takato Castle. Like I said, the only thing I'm worried about is if I get this, and I get this, then it's going to bring Dosen over here, who's just sitting around not doing anything. Oh, and the Oda. Because they're allied, marriage alliance, so they could both attack. So it could cause more headache than anything else. Where's he going? Is this ours? It must be ours originally. Or not. Is this ours? It's not ours, so why are we taking it? I must have done that myself, but fucked up. I just lifted their agitation for no reason at all. So that's great. Oh, I can't secure soldiers yet? What the fuck? Alright, that's not good. Okay. He executed Ujizane yesterday. Yeah. No, I understand. He's a big threat, Mark. You can't let a guy like that walk away and live. You know what I mean? He could come back one day. Teaming up with a certain crestfallen jester, a mad jester, and yeah, they could make a lot of problems for you. You don't let a terror, an Omega level threat like Ujizane just walk away, man. Hearsay. I thought this happened already. This didn't happen? So why are you guys allied? It says you're in a marriage alliance already. Huh. Is it a different... I don't know. Just gonna chalk it up to I don't know. Okay, now we can. But not here. Because you're busy going crazy over there. Oh, Ikari, I was going to tell you too, the Asukura run could have been interesting. What you were talking about, But, like I was saying, I would do 1572. 1572 Asakura would be good. Because he has that one interesting thing, which is Clever Diplomat, which your allies get a buff. So desperately trying to use allies in your war against Nobunaga and giving them a slight buff, on paper, sounds kind of cool. Probably wouldn't be easy. I know it's not going to be easy, actually, because I played Azai in 1572. So it was not easy. Asakura are probably just as bad off as the Azai are. But I like the idea of playing the Asakura and trying to keep the Azai alive, right? Again, using Clever Diplomat wherever you can to buff up people as you send them into the war against Nobunaga. I wonder if you could send in Kenshin. If the Asakura can call on Kenshin to invade the Oda, and then give Kenshin another boost on top of his Bishamonten boost. Could be good. Best case, the absolute best case scenario is you get to control the armies too, but I don't think so. But still, unleashing Kenshin on Nobunaga's flank. Yeah, I need help here. Not here. Here. Alright, we're just waiting for supplies. I gotta take care of this. This is gonna be a problem. We need supplies, then we can lay siege to the castle. Big Oda modish. What the hell? Saika's gone. Saika's gone. They were here at the beginning of the stream. They're gone. Holy shit. I didn't even realize it. I didn't even realize it. Nobunaga wiped them out. The whole fucking clan. Did everybody join up with him? Let's see. That's the thing that I like about these starts when you're playing like as a really weak warlord, is you have to make plays. In like the first 10 years, you have to make plays. You must make plays because Nobunaga and others are going to rise and they're going to make these insane stacks. And if you can't even scratch out a little kingdom in 10 years, you're done. So there's a lot of pressure to just make something happen. You know what I mean? None of them joined Nobunaga. I didn't see any Psycho people working for the Oda, so that means that they might be Ronin. So we need to search. Okay, don't want any of that. Nope. I wish I could get Sukemasa over here, who's upset. He was upset with the Uesugi. He's not there anymore. I don't see him. Where have you gone? Sukemasa, loyalty of 12. He's a lord. We need something. I need a spark right now. You know what I mean? I need a spark. No, not really. We're not really a cavalry clan. We have access because we took out the Ogasawara. That's how you say them. So we took out the Ogasawara clan. They have access to cavalry. So we might have like this weird budget cavalry force because of Nagatoki and Nobusada. But they've got to get some honor. That's we're talking 5 years out at least before somebody hits that honor threshold. Maybe we can get cavalry drill from one of those guys. That's not good for me. Just gonna make treasure more unreachable for us. As soon as Kenshin can send me people to that castle, there it is. 5,000 HP. Double Shingen's capital. I gotta give it a month. Let me get a little bit more food and then we'll march. We'll bet the farm on Takado Castle. Yeah, that's the best part about Owari. Everything's so close and compacted. Extract who? Hidetada Kuroda. No, I'm alright. I'd rather search and try to find the Saika officer. Roll the dice, you know what I mean? Alright, so let's call on our reinforcements. Let's march. Send the tribes first. You know he's gonna call on help and all that shit, so we'll try to wear them down with the tribe units. Tribal swarm here would be crazy. If we have Way of the Mori, Northern Shinano has 5 tribe units. Can you imagine all 5 of these tribe units if we had total unification and we could buff up the numbers of these tribe units? You could field 20k soldiers just with tribe units. More soldiers than you could from your castles. It'd just be nuts. I need a little bit more food. We'll let them go ahead. Alright, let's go. 1 unit back, right? It's only 4 days. It's only 4 days. What's the worst that can happen? Alright. This guy's got a split because he has a blank tactic, which is terrible. The non-tactic, if you will. Yes, yes, send everybody. I think I'm just gonna let them fight it out against him. Komoro Castle, you don't have nothing? All this time you got no food. What the hell's going on over here? What kind of Mickey Mouse operation are you running? Oh, because he's got the Arrow Tower and training grounds. He doesn't even have a farm. Yeah, I mean that makes sense because if these guys attack me... Yeah, I can't take the Arrow Tower down. Only 2 plots, bro. Who thought that was good design? 2 plots to build for 1 castle? Like... the illusion of choice, right? You know, you have no options there at all. 2 plots only. Horrible. These tribes are gonna do anything, man. We did obtain some interesting information. It turns out that a man at Kunemine Castle is dissatisfied with their lord. We could try negotiating an extraction. Oh. Is it the same guy? It's the same guy. So I told you to go search for officers and you brought back the same exact information that you had for me before. Wow. That's not great. That is not great. Who's got the highest stats? Oh, he does. Okay. Alright. Alright, never mind. You the man. My bad. Can we take this castle? Probably not. We're gonna try, but probably not. 5,000 HP is crazy. Embarrassing. Okay, he's almost done. Yoshimoto's... I don't think the Imagawa are going to make it here. We should get here first. So hopefully I can try my siege battle. Could we capture? Sanjo Lady. Who is she again? She married Shingen, oh, Yoshinobu's mother. We'll let it go. Come on, hurry up, hurry up. Imagawa are almost here. Okay, let's go. I don't like this. I don't like this, but let's go. Yeah, we found somebody with Need Miracle. Modish. Yeah. I don't remember who it was. But yeah, I found somebody before. Yeah, this is going to be tricky. Let's see. The thing is that our officers are really bad. That's the thing. Their numbers are low and all that, great, but our officers are really bad. And they have an arrow tower right in the fucking way of everything. See that arrow tower? That's horrible. It's the one that levels up too, so it gets stronger. Look at all these barricades. I'm gonna ignore these two. Yeah, I'm just gonna let them go. There's no point. We're gonna go this way. We're gonna focus our energy on these two gates. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Gonna ignore this shit. Because that's too much. You're asking for too much. We're gonna go this way instead. We have enough morale to ignore them, I think. Camp fort's gonna be a pain in the ass, but what can you do? Ooh, I didn't know I had a tribe unit. They're gonna stay right here. Actually, I'm gonna send the tribe unit all the way over here. Probably gonna forget that they exist. How long it takes, man. I hate how far away you start. The original Romance 8 maps had the same problem, except the game was really slow, so it was worse than this, but your forces basically start on the other side of the world, and you have to slowly march everybody one by one to the front. It was horrible. Like I said, we're gonna ignore these two. I'm not even gonna bother. What do these guys have? Cheer, and this guy's got coercion. I think we should send the coercion in first. You know, to bring down his attack power. Then send the other guy in who's actually can buff his attack power. This guy's got healer. Rapid assault healer first. Oh, this guy's already there. Then I guess we'll go for the castle. Confused, alright. Stay right there, yep. Where's that tribe unit? It is open. Okay, I sent the tribe unit all the way around just to see if they could break this ranch. Maybe they will. Rapid assault, what does he have? Healer, okay. I'm gonna wait for him to break this and then we'll attack in unison. Alright, out of the way. Let the big man show you how it's done. That was not great either. It was not great either, okay. These guys, level 8 cavalry, level 10 cavalry, I'm afraid to engage, honestly. Running out of morale. Running out of morale, shit. We gotta break these two things. Okay. Where's the tribe unit? This little tribe unit's about to try to break this. I don't know if he can, but... They might break it in time. You gotta give them some time. Give them a lot of time. I can't beat that guy. He keeps... This doesn't look good. If this guy breaks right here, we're done. Unless we break that first. So lucky. Super lucky. Finally. That guy was a beast. That guy's a total beast. Where are you going? Alright, let's hit the gate. How's the tribe doing? Tribe's gonna break that. Oh, that's mine? Alright, bring him down. Slide him over. Now that's a strong tribe unit right there. 200 soldiers putting in work. Big time. There's nothing left to do but to just charge in. Alright, you're out of there. You're out. Oh my god, bro, really? Masakage. Come on, guys. We don't got it. I guess I should be happy that no one's gotten killed yet. What are you doing, man? Right there. Stay right there. What? Oh, we're getting pincered up. That's the problem. I didn't see that. All this time. All I had to do was split my forces. I think I would have done a lot better. Yeah, that's it. We didn't do any damage to the Takeda. We took the fortifications, but we didn't do any damage. Like, they had, what was it, 5,000 soldiers or 2,600? Let's see. They had 5,000, we only killed 2,900. Yeah, we didn't do anything. I didn't even see Kenshin's force. I don't remember what Kenshin's unit was in that press. Oh, we're in danger now. Yeah, I was getting pincered and I didn't realize it. That's why my numbers were dropping so fast. Like, it didn't look like it, but I guess all three of those units were pincering everybody on my side. So that's why I was taking so much damage. It was like a triple pincer. Yeah, I really don't want that guy. Thanks a lot, Kenshin. Man, can you imagine if I had attacked the palace? We couldn't even beat Takado. Masakage kind of put it out of reach, but still. Komoro Castle got agitated. Wow. It didn't even participate. Mass agitation, huh? Dude, what's worse than this is the Oda wiping out the Saika. The Suzuki, I mean. Wiped them out so fast. Oh, of course. This is why I put an arrow tower. This is why I left the arrow tower there. Oh man, we're not in good standing with Kenshin. What? I need help, bro. I'm under attack. If the Kenshin alliance falls apart, we fall apart. Alright, I'll give him, doesn't matter. Something. I'll put him here. Yeah, that's what it is. It's such a small territory, everything got hit. I can't do anything either because of the damn, I need help. Should I deploy against this guy? Because his stats are pretty bad, right? Let me see. Before the Tiger of Oshu gets here. Or O, is it O or Oshu? Before Narimasa gets here, because his stats are going to beat me down. But maybe I can beat him down a little bit. 300 to 200 is not bad, but I don't have a lot of soldiers, so... 82 days. Wow. That's just it's a death sentence. We're friendly again. Hooray. Yeah. I'm just gonna hole up in my castle. You know what? He's gotta take this spot too, right? I'll trade a little bit. Alright, now I'll hole up in the castle. He's gonna wait for Narimasa. That'll give me a little bit of time. Not a lot of time, but a little bit. I know Kenshin sent me help here before, so I don't know why I'm not getting the prompt now. Maybe the castle's not ready? That's the only thing I could think of. $103? Shit. Can't do anything about it. Mori Clan's New Year. Dosen's changed his name. I think Dosen's death is coming up where his son kills him. I think that happens like maybe 2 or 3 years before. There's not too big of a layover there. No help coming. I only got 1,000. Plus the garrison, that's 26. It's too much. And my castles aren't ready. Man, look how fast that's going down. Fuck. It's already zapped. We lose this castle to the Truisugi. How bad is it? It's pretty bad. Pretty bad. Jesus. 19 days and 15 days of supplies. Yeah, they're just gonna take it. 1556 is when Dolson dies. Oh, we're still a little while away then. Yeah, we got no help from Kenshin. Somebody surrendered. Alright, that's fine. I don't think they can keep this anyway. We can take that back. Still agitated, by the way. Holy shit. Massive. Massive agitation. Just can't do anything. Well, I can search actually. You never know. Finally lifted. I'm finally free. How do you guys have such a high income already? Harvest is 1,000? 300. Because they had almost no supplies. They're already ready to, Okay. Alright guys, I'm going to wrap it up there. We're already at the 2-hour mark, so, or a little bit after, so. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. We will continue to struggle on this one. I knew that siege was going to be bad. I didn't know it was going to be that bad, man. So, yeah, if you guys could do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Takeda run continues tomorrow. I'll be uploading the new Takeda. Katsuyori's reign officially begins on, I'm not going to say a high note, but a note nonetheless. So that'll be tomorrow. We'll have a stream Saturday night. And, I don't know what stream I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm going to do Aura or the Nobukatsu. One of those two is going to continue on Saturday night. So those are the things coming up right now. I might do a Taishi stream. It would have to be like a late night stream. So that could be like a Friday night thing, I don't know, or a Sunday night thing. So so yeah, we'll see how that goes. I'd like to try Ujizane again, honestly, in Taishi. So hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, take care, and see you guys for the Katsuyori video.